Hello, today we are discussing about electric circuits, and an electric circuit is a closed loop in which current flows, and this closed loop may contain many kinds of electrical components. Let us look at an illustration. Suppose we have a cell, that is a battery, and this is supplying electric current, so there is a wire and different kinds of things are attached to this. Say a bulb is attached over here like this bulb can glow. Okay, there's a bulb over here, and maybe there is something else also. Maybe there is a fan attached over here. You may just think that how can a battery actually run a fan? Well, it can run a fan considering that the fan is small enough and the battery is large enough. And it may also contain other things like a beeper which may emit some sound. So like this, it is emitting some sound, so that also may be there. In this way, many kinds of components are attached to this electric circuit, which is actually a path for the flow of electric current, and it has to be a loop, a place where electric current can actually travel and come back along the path. So in this electrical circuit, there are many things that are attached, and these things that are attached are actually shown with the help of specific symbols. So we'll just take a look at the different kinds of symbols that are involved while drawing electric circuits. Some of which you have already seen earlier, like example, if we want to represent a cell, we do it with these kinds of two lines. Such two lines, the larger of the two lines actually represents the positive terminal, and the smaller of the two lines represents the negative terminal. So this is the actually the symbol for a single cell. If we have a collection of many cells, which we call a battery, then what we do is we can show it in this way. One cell, then the other cell will be shown like this, then the third one like this, and so the many number of cells can be shown. So this is actually a collection of several cells, and it is called a battery, right? And we can also show say plugs or switches or keys, they are rather called. So we may have an open plug. An open plug actually does not allow current to flow through it, right? So if this is a plug which is open, current will not be flowing through it. On the other hand, if it is closed, then we may show it with the help of such a kind of a symbol. So this is a closed plug. So a closed plug will allow current to flow through it. So we'll just write it down over here. This is an open plug, and this one is a closed plug. And you have already seen earlier resistors. So how are resistors depicted? Resistors are depicted using broken lines. So we have a resistor shown in this way in an electric circuit. Now if we actually use an arrow along with this resistor, we have a variable resistance. Variable resistance is a device whose resistance can be changed at will. So we have these two kinds of resistors. This is a fixed value resistor, and the other one, this is a variable resistance. Then we have many other kinds of devices also. We have a device called the switch. So a switch can be shown in this manner. An open switch means it is in the off position, and we can have a closed switch. So a closed switch is in this position. This is a closed switch, right? So this is an open switch showing off position. This is a closed switch showing on position. We'll just write it down. We have some other devices also. We have a device called the ammeter. The ammeter is a device which actually measures the electric current flowing through a circuit. An ammeter is shown using this symbol, a circle with A written inside the circle. This is a symbol for an ammeter which actually measures the electric current through a circuit. Similarly, we have a voltmeter, V, its symbol is V, and it measures the potential difference across the ends of a conductor. The notable thing is that an ammeter is always connected in series, and a voltmeter is always connected in parallel. This is an ammeter connected in series, and the voltmeter, this one is the voltmeter, it is always connected in parallel. So these are some of the things that are used in a circuit, and we can just see how these symbols are used to draw a circuit. So we'll take a quick look at it. Now suppose we want a circuit in which we have a cell, right, and we need a resistance of fixed value, and we want an ammeter to measure the current. We need a voltmeter to measure the potential difference across the resistor, and we may require something else also. We may require a bulb, right? So maybe these are the things that we need in our circuit. We'll just see how to draw this circuit very quickly. So we'll take a cell first and the negative terminal of the cell, and then we have all the other things. We have a resistance, then ammeter, the voltmeter, and a bulb. We'll draw the bulb first. Let's draw the bulb first. The bulb may be drawn in this manner. This is the symbol for a bulb in a circuit, circular shape like this to show the bulb. Okay, resistors in this circuit, so let us draw the resistor in the circuit. This is the resistance in the circuit, so this is a static resistance, and we need an ammeter and a voltmeter. So an ammeter which measures the current, that is connected in series. So this is the ammeter connected in series, right? And anything else is required. The cell, it is done. This is the cell. The resistance we have drawn, the ammeter we have drawn. We have not drawn the voltmeter yet. We have drawn the bulb also. So we have drawn these four things. We only need to draw the voltmeter. So we'll complete this circuit over here, and the voltmeter is going to measure the potential difference across the resistor. Now this thing is to be kept in mind, that the voltmeter has to be connected in parallel to the device whose potential difference is to be measured. So the voltmeter is connected in this way over here. So you just take note of the fact that the ammeter is connected in series and the voltmeter is connected in parallel to the device whose current is to be measured. And one more thing needs to be done, and that is the path of the current needs to be shown. So this is the path of the current, excuse me, this should be in this way. So that is the path of the current shown, and if some other things are mentioned over here, that also has to be mentioned. Say if it is mentioned that the cell has a potential difference of 12 volt, then we have to write it here. We have to write it that it has a potential difference of 12 volt. Say if it is written that the resistance is of 2 ohm, then we have to write it here. We have to write that the resistance is of 2 ohm, and so on and so forth. So this is an example to show how an electric circuit can be drawn. So there are many other such kinds of symbols that are used to represent an electric circuit, the components in the electric circuit. So we'll take a break and come back again for some more discussion.